What's up, guys? Trainer Mike here at Bodybuilding.com corporate headquarters to take you through another odd Flex Friday on a Wednesday. So yes, we got some stuff going on this week, some fun stuff actually. We got photo shoots tomorrow and Friday for Bodybuilding.com and Dymatize. So we are hitting our Flex Friday on a Wednesday because we couldn't leave you guys out of the loop. We know we got to get these lives in. We got to show you guys how we're getting swole on some chest this week. So coming in on a Wednesday, appreciate you guys joining us. We got a lot of fun stuff going on today for this chest workout. So this is a good overall chest workout. Things for me personally, you know, it's a hard one. It's a grinder. You know, we finished up with a show a couple weeks ago, not even 2 weeks ago, and then you know, had to dial things back in for the photo shoots this week. So carbohydrates, calories came back down. Cardio's been high, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get in here and get nasty after some chest. So we're starting off with some flat chest press here. We're going to go with dumbbells actually, and we're going to go 4 sets of 6. So we're already warmed up. Spent a good 15 minutes or so getting our chest, shoulders ready to go for this workout. Any heavier presses I am wearing my wrist straps for. I just find it helpful, provides a little more security, a little more stability there. So we're going to start off flat dumbbell press, 4 sets of 6. I'm going to start on some hundreds. Yeah, it's a little light, but like I said, a little depleted right now. You know, carbs have been a little low, calories been a little low, energy's getting a little low. Inevitably, strength goes down a little bit when the body fat starts to fall. So here we go. First set, 4 sets of 6, dumbbell press. Let's go. Woo! Not too hard there, but I'll tell you what gets you through on those low carb days, those low calorie days? I get asked that a lot. How do you have the energy that you need on some of these days? And guys, I love that Dymatize Pre-Wo. A lot of people ask, what do you take for your pre-workout? I take Dymatize Pre-Wo, and it is right now actually buy one get one 50% off on the site. So make sure if you guys are looking for a great pre-workout, check that one out. Definitely helps. Is it okay to only take one rest day during the week? Absolutely. I look at it like this. There's no such thing as overtraining. There's only undereating and undersleeping. So if you are eating enough / properly and sleeping enough, one rest day a week, totally fine. Good question. Good question. I've just been getting asked that a lot lately, so definitely important. So 100 pounds, felt a little light there. Told myself I wasn't going to go any heavier, but I got to. Why? Because I'm a guy and I got an ego.
How did you get such big traps?
How did I get such big traps? Well, I can't remember the last time I did shrugs. I never do shrugs. I get asked that a lot, but I do deadlift. And so deadlift every single week. And I think a lot of people try and focus too much on traps, trying to isolate them, and really just some heavy deadlifts makes it happen. So, all right, fine, you guys have convinced me. I'm going up the 110s despite the fact I'm a little tired. The pre-wo is kicking in though. There you go. All right, 110s, 6 reps, second set. We're making all sorts of noise today. Here we go, baby. No problem. Glad we went up there. Glad you guys talked me into it because I got no business doing 100 pounds on that flat chest press. First exercise, we're gonna go a little heavier. We're still controlling our weight. We're controlling our tempo, making sure we get good quality reps in.
For the main compound movement, what rep range do you think a beginner should stick in?
Main compound movement, a beginner or anybody really, you know, stay within that 4 to maybe 10 rep range. I don't like going a whole lot higher than that. for something, and especially for your first exercise. So when you're starting off your workout, like today, you know, starting off a chest workout, we're gonna start off with a compound movement for a heavier weight and lower reps.
What are your typical calories on a training day?
So typical calories on training day, it depends, guys. Like I said, I have been depleting down for a photo shoot, so they're the lowest they'll ever get. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday have actually been 1,850 calories for me, which is disgusting. Nobody should ever go that low. But that's what I do during a depletion. Start my carb up today, carb up more tomorrow for the photo shoots. Typically though, off-season maintenance, I'm well over 3,000. Good question.
How much time should somebody do cardio if they want to lose fat?
Somebody wants to lose fat, how much time should they do cardio? That depends on so many different variables. For most people, they're gonna have to put in 20 to 60 minutes a day, just depending on what your goals are, what your lifestyle's like, where your calories are. But good question.
On bench press, is it okay to lower if they don't lower the bar all the way?
Is it okay on bench press not to lower the bar all the way down? Yes, just get to 90 degrees, but tuck your elbows in and see if you can get a little lower. Most of the shoulder issues come from flaring your elbows out. Try and keep them tucked in. All right, third set, 6 reps. We'll stick to the 110s here. Let's go, guys. Ooh. Come on, baby, lightweight. Yeah, we could probably go up, but we're gonna be smart about it. You know, when you bring your calories lower, body fat gets lower, you become a little more prone to injury. And so you still wanna train heavy, but pushing myself to absolute failure with heavy weights, risk reward, just not there.
Mike, when do you know when to increase weight? When you're trying to go for maximum, just like overall?
You know, when do you know when to increase weight? You know, you guys want to take a look at it and say, okay, how hard was that set on my last rep, okay? A lot of people use an RPE or a rating of perceived exertion, you know, and you want to keep that up there at like an 8 or a 9 for most sets like this. So if you get done and say that was like a 6 or a 7 out of 10, it's time to up the weight.
Why is it always hard to balance leg growth versus upper body growth?
I think it's always hard to balance leg growth and upper body growth because you kind of, you know, you have to focus on one area or the other for most people. So, you know, maybe if I'm trying to target chest twice a week, it's hard to hit legs twice a week too and still get all my other muscle groups in. So I think that's challenging for a lot of people.
What cardio do you normally do?
So cardio for me, I do 20 minutes of an incline treadmill in the morning. I do that fasted after some Dymatize Amino Pro. So I'll wake up, take my Amino Pro with some glutamine, and then I do 20 minutes of treadmill walking, 3.7 miles per hour, 7% incline, followed by a little bit of core. And then typically after my workouts, I'll do stair climber on like a level 7 for about 20 minutes. Okay guys, here we go. Last set, best set. 6 reps, flat dumbbell chest press. Zip, zip. We'll rack the weights later because we got to move on to our next exercise now. So we got our heavy compound flat press out of the way. Now it's time to move on to some upper chest. And so we're gonna go on to incline hammer press. Now I really like the hoist machines that they have here. Keep in mind, your gym might have a different set of machines. Try a plate loaded press, incline press for this next one. Check it out, guys. Here we go.
Mike, what are you drinking right now?
What am I drinking? 2 scoops Dymatize Amino Pro Fruit Punch today. I really like that fruit punch flavor. And I believe the site has a little deal going on Amino Pro right now from Dymatize. I could be wrong, but if there is, we'll put a link up in the bio for you. So I do 2 scoops of that. It's gonna give me some branched chain amino acids, some electrolytes, some citrulline in there as well, help with a little more vasodilation. But more than anything, it just helps me stay hydrated while I'm working out. So it is buy one, get one 50% off right now on that Amino Pro. Great intra-workout beverage. The guys, good combination. Try that Amino Pro before working out, okay, or excuse me, the Pre-Wo before working out by Dymatize. Hit that Amino Pro 2 scoops during your workout, and then immediately following, hit an ISO 100 or an Elite. And I think right now the Elite's a buy one, get one 50% off. So tons of crazy good stuff on there right now. So, okay, 4 sets of 10 now. We're gonna target the upper chest on this press. Again, especially when calories are low, I'm trying to focus more on a weight I can really control with the right tempo. Your risk for injury goes way up when your energy is down, so try and focus on lighter weight and just control that tempo.
Do you have any tips or exercises that will help target the inner chest?
So inner chest, yes, we're gonna hit some here in a minute to target the inner chest. A lot of good close grip presses and the really, really controlled flies, okay? So we're gonna hit both those today.
What are your thoughts on mass gainers, and is there a mass gainer you would recommend?
So mass gainers, I really like Super Mass Gainer by Dymatize, but here's the deal. If you only use a mass gainer if you're having trouble getting all those calories through food alone. So, you know, for some people, they're just like, man, I can't even think about food anymore, I'm so stuffed. Use a mass gainer. But for those people that are like, I'm still hungry for food, eat food. Okay, that's the whole point of it. So, okay, set 2, a little shorter rest time here, 10 reps. Ready. Or, Bam! Feels good. It's a good exercise right there, guys. Very good exercise.
Is cardio and dieting, like our cardio and dieting, the only way to get shredded?
Are cardio and dieting the only way to get shredded? Dieting, yes. Cardio, for most people, yes. You got to lift too, but you have to incorporate that solid diet or nutrition plan if you want to get shredded, period.
How much sleep do you try to get on the average night?
I try to get 8 hours, so I'm very, very strict on my sleep. I am in bed 8 hours before I have to wake up. I do have 4 kids, so that can kind of get disrupted occasionally, but never less than 6. Usually probably 7 hours of sleep is what I end up getting.
What do you have for your post-workout meal?
Post-workout meal today, so bringing carbs back up today. So lucky me, I got 5 rice cakes and a scoop and a half of all natural vanilla Dymatize ISO 100 today with 5 grams of glutamine and 5 grams of creatine as well. So, whoo, here we go. 10 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, Whew. Good stretch, good contraction with every rep.
Mike, do you prefer supersets or drop sets, or do you mix them up in your workouts?
I do a combination of supersets and drop sets, and we are going to do some supersets today. Those come later on in the workout. So we typically, you're not going to start a workout with supersets or drop sets. We want to make sure that we maximize our volume by lifting as much weight as we can, and we don't over fatigue the muscles for our first exercise or two.
Adam on YouTube loves your shaker cup.
Adam on YouTube is digging the Spider-Man, huh? Thanks, Adam. I appreciate that. You know, it's proven that by using a superhero shaker cup, it increases gains by 15%. Combine that with a custom headband, gains go through the daggone roof. Seriously. So we got here, 4th set, 10 reps, chest press. Here we go. All right, guys, so now we've got 2 heavy presses out of the way, heavier presses, where we got flat and we got incline. So now it's time to move on to some more fun stuff. We're gonna go Pec Deck Fly for 4 sets of 12, and we're gonna superset that with a plate press, or Sven press, as a lot of people will call it, for chest. And this is a great superset here. So if you're looking for that superset to really blow up your inner chest, as somebody asked, I would really recommend this. So we're gonna go now, and again, this is important. We got our presses out of the way. So we got, you know, our heavier presses out of the way, and you only wanna do a superset like this after you've got your presses out of the way. So I'm gonna grab a couple of 10-pound plates for my plate press. Not a ton of resistance, 12 reps on the fly, and then we're going to hit pretty close to failure on our plate press after this. So pick a weight here. And as I like to try and target my upper chest, and I'm about 6 feet tall, I usually lower the seat all the way to the bottom. Here we go. Nice and controlled here. It's a mind-muscle connection. Push the biceps together at the top. Oh. 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 All right, so right away we hop up. For this guy, we're just gonna put a couple of plates right together and press straight out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Whoo! Definitely feel that inner chest really start to get a good pump on an exercise like that.
From Twitch, Mike, is Zivy Apparel a personal brand?
Is Zivy Apparel a personal brand? No, it's not. I'm fortunate to be an athlete with them, but it's not my brand or anything. And I'm giving everybody a sneak peek of the new short shorts they got going on. So these are going to be released soon. And you know, yeah, it's chest day, but I got to work out in short shorts. Okay, very cool. Thank you for the follow on Instagram.
Mike, did you have a contest recently? How'd it go?
I did have a contest a week and a half ago. It was good. I did the NPC Emerald Cup, classic physique, and took second in my class. Lost to the guy that eventually went on and won the overall. So tough competition, 13 guys in my class. And they all looked really good. I walked away with second place. First loser, some might say, but hey, it was a lot of fun.
If I just take creatine and whey protein, are there any other supplements I should be taking for muscle mass?
So creatine and whey protein, should you take any other supplements? I recommend everybody take a fish oil and a good multivitamin too. You know, creatine and you know, protein are definitely good. Throw a glutamine in there, maybe a branched chain amino acid. You know, guys, you don't need any of these supplements, but they're going to help accelerate your goals, enhance your progress, and overall just make your workouts and nutrition a little more effective. Okay, set 2. Here we go. 12 reps, followed by the plate press. Really squeezing here, mind-muscle connection. There's time to go heavy. It's not on Pec Deck. Okay, here we go. Really bring in that inner chest. Squeeze the plates together. Whew. Very good. We'll do one more set here of the Pec Deck plate press combo before we move on to our next exercise. Intermittent fasting, I don't do it. I've thought about it. I think it's good if it works for you. Okay, any diet, any method of eating I'm in support of if it works for you and your goals. My problem is I like breakfast too much, okay? And I like to eat breakfast in the morning. So that's my personal beef with it. But that's not to say it's wrong.
What is your favorite cheap bodybuilding meal?
My favorite cheap bodybuilding meal? You know, honestly guys, chicken and rice. I mean, you buy chicken when it's on sale, you buy rice in bulk, it doesn't get much cheaper than that. That's a great meal. Try like frozen broccoli, save a little bit of money to get greens in as well. I love chicken and rice. Okay, final set here. We'll do Pec Deck Fly and the plate press, and then we've got another chest exercise that we're gonna throw in after this. Let's go. 1. 3. 4. 5. 8. 9. Whew. Finish it off here. A lot of good burn on this superset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Guys, try that. If you haven't tried that superset before, you're gonna absolutely love that stuff. So we're gonna move on now to a close grip hammer press, and we're actually gonna superset this one with a stability ball chest press. So I can do this one over here on the selector eyes or over here, which is gonna work best for our camera crew. Okay, we're gonna use this hoist machine. So similar to the incline press, however, this one does not have any incline on it. So this one will be a flat press. And the question was asked earlier, how do you really target that inner chest? Well, these hammer presses or close grip presses are a great way to do just that. So we're gonna load up here. Not a ton of weight, as we really wanna make sure we're focusing on that strong contraction. And we're supersetting this with a stability ball chest press. So if anybody thinks they're too manly to use a stability ball, try this superset. Come back and tell me how it feels. So again, we're talking stability ball, you know, those aerobic stability balls that ladies typically use. Yeah, guys, you can get a lot of benefit from these as well. So we are gonna go from this hammer press straight into a chest press or push-up, excuse me, on the stability ball. So we'll start with the hammer press, superset it with that. Your inner chest is gonna be on fire after doing this superset. Here we go. Right away, hopping down here on this stability ball for a push-up. You can elevate your feet if you feel like you got the gas for it, or you can just go straight, push up, nice, slow, controlled tempo on the way down is very important here. It forces you to use so much inner pec on the stability ball, because if you're not squeezing together, you'll fall straight on your face. So pretty cool exercise.
How long should rest time be for this workout?
Rest time depends. When we start our workout with like a heavier flat press, we're looking at a little longer rest times, 60 to 90 seconds. For some of these supersets, we can move a little quicker, like 30 to 60 seconds. What's more important, time under tension or weight? It's kind of a funny question. Ultimately, weight is necessary for muscle growth because it contributes so much to volume. But that's why I like to do a combination of the two. Start your workout by moving around a lot of weight, finish your workout with the tempo.
So we have a question about your headband of gains. Does it actually make you stronger?
Does my headband actually make me stronger? It has been studied time and time again, and yes, a headband, personalized especially, does increase gains. Good question. Okay, set 2, still blowing up this inner chest. Right away onto stability ball push-up. We're getting as many as we can. It's not much right now. Seven reps is all we can get there. Try one more and you're gonna make a funny YouTube video out of me, so we're not gonna do that.
Can you explain the difference between a push and a pull day?
So the difference between a push and a pull day, a push is simply, some people like to break up their splits between like push and or pull. And push day is anything where you're pressing. It's chest press, it's shoulders, as those are typically involved with that. If you're doing legs, it's leg press, typically squats, where pull days are anything involving the back of the body. So it's back, posterior delt, hamstrings, glutes, things like that.
Mike, you're saying you look pretty lean compared to your last year.
All right, thank you, Michael, saying I look pretty lean. Appreciate that. I am pretty lean right now. I do the in-body for my body fat testing, and just tested in at 4%, so pretty happy with that.
Mike, do you recommend beginners
I do not recommend that beginners take fat burners. Let diet, exercise, do its part before you start messing around with fat burners. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna go final set here, superset. Right into stability ball. Chest is feeling it, just as it should. All right. That's all I got. That's all I've got there. Giving it everything on these. We do push to failure. Now, oftentimes after chest day, we'll move in and finish off with triceps, and we're gonna do that today. So we're gonna move on to dips next. 4 sets of 12 body weight dips, and really try and focus on a good tempo, good control with these. So I used to add weight like all the time to my dips. And what I found is if I really control my tempo, I get a better contraction, and I don't need to fuss with adding weight to it. So I think there are some people that truly do need to add weight to their dips, but make sure before you do that, you've really mastered a good controlled tempo on your dips. So we're gonna go 12 reps here. Feels good. And you know, you got to keep in mind too that chest works a lot of triceps indirectly. So, you know, the idea of working chest really heavy and then coming and bashing out these forced super heavy tricep sets doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What supplements would I recommend for beginners? A good multivitamin, a good fish oil, a good protein powder, and probably a glutamine or branched chain amino acid. It's a good question. It's kind of your staples. I have not seen the Avengers yet. I was actually going to go see it after my show in Seattle, but it was sold out. So I ended up catching Black Panther instead, which I had not seen yet. And that was a good show. So yet to see Avengers. No spoilers. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Okay, second set, 12 reps, body weight dips. You know, triceps are already pretty fatigued from the close grip press and the stability ball press. So I'm definitely feeling that. And depending on what I want to target, you know, today I want to target more triceps, so I'm trying to stay a little more upright and I'm not going super low, as that will engage more chest, and I'm trying to keep the target focus more on the triceps.
What do you do if you're doing the exercise properly but you cannot feel it?
So if you're doing the exercise properly but you're not feeling it, a couple of things. Sometimes it's helpful to get somebody like film you doing the exercise. You might think you're doing it properly, but you know, to actually see yourself doing it sometimes is super helpful. And two, try a different exercise. You know, I mean, there's some people that, you know, there's some exercises that are great exercises I just don't feel. If I don't feel it, I'm not going to do it. Okay, despite what anybody else says is supposed to be the best exercise, if you're not getting the gain from it, try something different. Full body workouts for fat loss are awesome. You know, especially if you only have 3 days a week or so to train, they're wonderful.
YouTube chat is posting spoilers for
All right, YouTube chat, you guys are killing me here. Killing me, don't post those spoilers. Good thing I'm working out though. I can't see them. Can't see them. Here we go. 12 reps. On another note though, excited because I get a burger tonight. So, you know, always before a show or a shoot, you know, I start loading up the day before, and usually the night before. I go get a burger and fries morning of, like pancakes and things. I'm usually so depleted by that point that it just soaks in and allows you to get that good saran wrap look on the muscles. So, burger tonight, baby. You know I'm going with that blue cheese bacon with a fried egg on it, and I'm gonna inhale that son of a gun. So a minimum amount of protein recommendation is 1 gram per pound of lean body mass, okay? So take your body fat, find out how much lean mass you have, that's a minimum. There's really no downside to consuming more. And if you're in a fat loss phase with like extremely restricted calories, sometimes you might go as high as like 1.5 grams per pound, just to make sure that you're keeping enough in there to make up for lower glycogen stores as well. Okay, final set, 12 reps, body weight dips. There we go, keeping the tricep trend going. We got done with our body weight dips, which are more of a compound exercise for the triceps. Now we're gonna get a little more isolated, and we're gonna go to tricep extensions on cables for 3 sets of 15, and then overhead tricep extensions. So we'll come right over here. For these, you can do a bar, a V-bar, ropes, you know, whatever you want. For this one, we're probably gonna do ropes because they're already hanging up. So switch it up, you know, sometimes it's a reverse grip, sometimes it's a, you know, you're doing a normal grip. So probably go this side right here if that works for you. And we'll do, so we're going here, a little higher reps, 3 sets of 15. Really not trying to focus on a crazy amount of weight here. We're trying to focus on a really solid contraction at the bottom to just bring those horseshoes in. And since we're already set up with the ropes here, we'll stick to this, 3 sets of 15. So here we go. Felt good, and I'm even gonna go a little lighter so I can focus on a stronger isometric contraction at the bottom next time.
What burger did you get when you were in Utah?
What burger did I get while I was in Utah? I went to In-N-Out. So I don't know how many of you guys have ever been to In-N-Out, but went to In-N-Out, and guys, I ate awful all weekend. My brother's wedding, and had way too much food, but I wanted to hit In-N-Out, so I went with a protein style, double single, so double patty, single cheese, protein style, meaning they wrap it in lettuce instead of a bun, which saved me a little bit on calories, and then I got a fry to go with that as well. So pretty decent meal, you know. In-N-Out is one of those things we don't have here, so when we get the opportunity to have it, I'm going for it. And it was definitely good. All right, 15 reps at 2. Bring in the horseshoes. All right, little break, one more set. Feels good, we're getting a good squeeze in there, and starting to feel his triceps really get pumped. So good pump here. You guys just want a good full upper body, chest, triceps workout. This is definitely a great one for you guys to try. Boom. One more set.
When should you wear wrist straps or a weight belt?
So when should you wear wrist straps? I'm not using these right now, by the way. They're loosened up. I just don't want to leave them somewhere and forget them. But on heavy presses, so if I'm going like under 8 reps on a press, whether it be an overhead press or a chest press, I'm going to wear wrist straps. Probably don't need them, but they provide a little bit of stability, and more than anything, it's in your head, it's confidence, right? I feel like I can go heavier because I have that stability. And straps, you know, you should try. If you're a beginner, don't use them. But over time, there will come a point where how much weight you can lift is kind of hindered by your forearm strength. So,
how long should I let food digest before taking my pre-workout?
Good question. How long should you let food digest before taking pre-workout? Depends on what you eat. If you're eating a pre-workout meal like you should, like chicken and rice, 30 minutes is fine. If you go to, you know, the local taco stand and get a big old burrito, you might need to wait like an hour and a half. Okay, 15 reps. There you go. Next up, we're going to go an overhead tricep extension. Number of different things that we can do here. We're just going to use the cable today. So sometimes it makes it just super simple if you're already on the cable, especially if you're in like a packed gym or something. We're just going to keep the cable where it's at. We're going to lean forward, and we're going to go overhead tricep extension here.
Do you track the weight you lift during the workout?
I never track the weight I lift during my workout. I probably should, but I don't, guys. And so many good apps like Body Space that you can use to track your weight lifted. Some people do old school journaling. I just don't. I get like, I'm too ADD. If I had somebody that would track it for me, that would be good.
Does feet placement matter for tricep extensions or overhead?
Feet placement really doesn't matter. I encourage you to pick a foot placement that helps you feel stable and feel secure as you're doing the movement. Okay, 15 reps overhead. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Big stretch. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Whew. A whole different part of the tricep that works on an overhead extension as compared to a regular extension. So make sure your tricep workout includes both overhead and regular press downs.
How much water do you drink daily?
I drink about 2 to 2.5 gallons of water daily, especially when my carbohydrates and calories are low. Super important. You flush things out and you have a little more room for water. You got to keep in mind water attaches to carbohydrates. So if your carbohydrates are up, you might only be able to get a gallon in, but for me, I drink a lot of water.
Do you prefer hitting quads and hamstrings on the same day, or separating them out?
I hit quads and hamstrings on the same day. I don't separate them out because I focus on a lot of compound movements that hit both. Okay, set 2, 15 reps. 3, 4, 8, 9, Woo! There it is. 2 sets down, 1 more to go. We are feeling pumped. Everything from the chest to the triceps, and we're gonna finish off with just kind of a finisher set with some with some kickbacks. I actually, now that I look at my notes, I should have been supersetting all of these, but we're gonna do it a little different here. So we are going to just finish off after this next set with some tricep kickbacks, just to a nice little finisher for this.
Do you have any photo shoot tips for like day of the photo shoot?
So day of the photo shoot, it really, all the tips lead up to the photo shoot. It's the depletion and the load coming into it, but day of, no, not really. You know, don't go crazy on how much water you consume. You know, still drink water, but you don't want to drink so much that you're bloated. If you're depleted, doing something like some sugars and some high amount of carbohydrates in the morning are helpful, but only if you're lean and depleted.
Do you recommend having a cheat meal, and how often?
I do recommend cheat meals for most people. Now, if you're dieting really strict, like for a competition or a shoot, really depends on the person. But you know, if you're just kind of gaintaining or something, good idea to probably have one once a week, depending on the person. You know, some people mesomorph, ectomorph, you know, those kind of things play a role as well. All right, last set here. 3, 4, Woo! Okay, like I said, notes called for us to superset all those. I neglected to do that. So we're gonna go down here, one set of kickbacks on cables. Now I really like doing kickbacks like this. If you're looking for a great way to do your tricep kickbacks, put just one, put a rope down with just pull it all the way through so you can do it one-handed. We're gonna go really light here and we're gonna finish off with some kickbacks. And then on the other side. Hitting failure here is a good finisher. Woo, there you have it, guys. Make sure you guys follow me, Instagram at TrainerMike1. Follow along on Body Space at Mr. Symmetry. Check out my Facebook page at Trainer Mike Physique. Guys, appreciate you following along. Ask your questions there. Again, Instagram at TrainerMike1. That's the number 1 is where I do most of my stuff. I'll post up this workout and tons of other stuff there. But for now, I'm gonna hit you with that side chest for part of that Flex Friday on a Wednesday. Boom!